Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear students, in the previous lecture, we talk about the syllabus of O levels, marking scheme, paper pattern, and the scope and aims and objectives of CIE. And CIE stands for Cambridge International Examination. Today, let's have a brief overview what we have discussed already, that we talk about that English paper will be divided into two papers. There will be paper one and paper two. And paper one will have two sections, section one and section two. Section one will be comprised of questions related to directed writing, and the other one is composition. And the paper two will comprise of section one and section two. Section one will analyze your reading for ideas, abilities, and section two will analyze whether you can read for the meanings or not. So paper two is sort of comprehension passages, and paper one is about your written abilities. Paper two analyze and assess your reading capabilities, abilities, and expertise. On the other hand, paper one analyzes your writing expression and writing abilities. So the paper one, section one, directed writing comprises letter, speech, report, and article. On the in the section two, there are three types of essays are given. One is a narrative, other is descriptive, and the third one is argumentative essays. So these three types of essay will be given in the paper, and you need to select only one to write uh, on the topic. So today, in this short video, we will try to understand what is the essay and what are the pros and cons of essay writing. And after that, we will go in detail what are narrative essays and what are descriptive essays. So let's start. Let's start with the content of the this lecture. I will divide this lecture into two, part one and part two. So let's see the contents of discussions that we are going to have it here today. The number one is what is essay writing. We'll try to understand the basic nature of essay writing. Then we'll talk about who can write essay. Then we talk about the barriers of writing. This is a kind of a problems, hurdles that every most of the students, the people face. They you can say these are the excuses. And then we'll talk about types of essays. And then we'll talk about what are the basic ingredients of writing essay. Then we'll talk about the three techniques of writing essay, and then example, and then the checklist. Okay, this is our agenda, this is our contents, then that we will discuss one by one. Let's talk about the definition of writing essay. Writing essay is an art, and art can't be learned without untiring effort and strong desire to attain it. Any art cannot be cannot be achieved just by thinking and just by talking about it. You can't get that art. For that you need to put effort. For that you need to plan something. So writing essay is also an art, and art can be learned, art can be practiced, and art can be transferred from one person to another. Here I'll try to transfer the art. Well, what is essay writing? What is essay writing is all about? What is the concept of it? Hey, so etymologically, it means in a dictionary wise, if we talk about the etymology, the background of that word, essay is a Latin word used in 15th century. It is used first time in 15th century. It meant an attempt. At that time, it was known as the meaning of an attempt. Well, I'm writing an essay means I'm doing an attempt. So now it is used for a literary composition. Literary composition. Composition means essay. Literary means literature that has figurative language, style, diction, so many things like that. So it's a literary composition that expresses a point of view. Very important thing, expresses a point of view, expresses your point of view on a single topic. It carries an idea of a writer in an organized way. Ideally, it is written in one sitting, covering the all possible aspects of a topic. Essay can be subjective or objective in essence. So what do we mean by subjective and objective in a sense? Subjective means if you are going to describe something and you are going to describe that topic, including your own opinions into it, your own feelings into it, your own point of view into that essay, your essay will be called as subjective essay. And if you are going to describe things as it is without including your emotions, feelings, and point of view in it, then you are going to write an objective essay. However, subjectivity in an essay enhances the flavor and style of the essay. Obviously, when you are going to describe something or narrate something, if you add your own opinion into it, your own emotions into it, it gets more flavor into that. Well, anyhow, the next one is we'll talk about the writing essay. Writing essay is always considered a boring task, obviously. It is a myth that only few learned and serious people can write it. In reality, this is not the case. Anyone can write it. We just need to convince ourselves to write. Next, everything becomes interesting. The process starts with an organized idea that is conveyed to the readers through words arranged in a proper sentence. You need to have some observation, memory to recall in a logical sequence, and suitable collection of words to express the message to some specific readers. Well, that is the essence of it. And let us talk about the barriers of writing. Very important and very interesting. Why everybody cannot write easily? If I have experienced so many times within the class of 40 50 students, even in the more than 100 students, I often this um, ask a question to my students: how many people can write on any topic comfortably and they feel at ease? And I have an experience of it. I say that, okay, just start, write something. And many students feel lots of hurdle, and they are unable to put their ideas into words. So here are some barriers. Let's find it out how many barriers you find in your personality. The very first one is, I can't find time to write. That is the best excuse. You may say that I can't find time to write. Well, okay, if he has the time, then what he says, I need more reading or ideas to write. Well, I say that, okay, write something. He would come with excuses that, what should I write it? I don't have any idea to write it about. That is another excuses. Well, there is another excuse. I need proper atmosphere to write. I don't find atmosphere to write. I wanted to write, but I cannot find the atmosphere. Then the fourth one, I need a reason or an inspiration to write, because I don't have any inspiration to write. What to write, why to write, and I don't need to write anything. Okay, if I have to appear in an examination, then I need to write something. But let's see, I know how to write, so I will be able to write in the middle of the examination. Doesn't matter, I can write. And then what happens? Because he is not in practice of writing, he is unable to write well in examination. The next one is, I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. Well, another excuse. And then I don't know how to write. That is the logical conclusion, logical excuses, that I don't know how to write. I want to write. I have the ideas, but the problem is that I cannot write properly. So if you don't know how to write, you need to learn it, you need to practice it, and one day you will be able to write it. Just see how many points you have in your personality and how many times you have used these excuses. But the time has come that you avoid all these and ward off all these things, and stop using these excuses and pretext, and the time to write essay. Well, here is the essay. Four simple achievable steps. Dear students, I'm going to assure you for this. I am pretty sure about this. If you follow this slide and you understand the very basic philosophy of essay, I bet you that you won't be able to have um, hurdles in your way to write an essay. Suppose these are the four simple achievable steps. Let me confirm that you have these four steps. The very first step is ideas. You cannot write unless you have ideas with you. So from where these ideas come from, they come from deep insight, rich imagination, keen observation, and innovative approach. So this is the idea. These are the four simple steps. The very first step is, that is the idea. You need a specific idea. You need a specific idea to write on something. And if you ask me from where ideas come from deep inside. The one who can think deeply, the one who has a rich imagination, the one who can has a keen observation, and the one who is innovative approach. He can generate ideas. But don't you worry if you don't have all these things. Everybody comes across with ideas. They can think slightly and they can modify it. Now the next one is desire or a need to express. Well, most of you people don't desire to write, but there is a need. There's a need to write because we have to write essay in an examination to earn 30 marks. So there is a need. So if we have to write something, if there is a compulsion on us to write and a desire on an essay, so we need to build up the ideas. Okay, now we have started to build up ideas. We are having so many ideas that we are happy, we are sad, we face some challenges, so many ideas. So then what is the next point? Then we need suitable words to transform those ideas into words. So I suppose I have thought something in my mind. I have so many ideas into my mind, but how would I express those ideas that are present in my mind? I need suitable words, but words alone cannot serve the purpose. The next one comes sentence structure. We need to organize those words into proper sentence structure, and here we need the grammar. And then come the targeted audience. Well, this fourth main aspect is targeted audience. Means these are the 4 points. For example, you have an idea, and you have a desire to express those ideas. You need words, and words should be organized in a proper sentence. But the last most important thing is that to whom you want to convey your ideas. So you need targeted audience. Here, ideas, the first one is idea. Then you express in words. Words alone cannot convey the sense. You need sentences, and for making good sentence you need grammar. And the most important thing is that to whom you are going to write all these things. Who are going to read this? These are the readers. These are the readers, and here you are the writer. And this is the idea. And the next one is the last thing. These are the types of essays. And here is a narrative essay, descriptive essay, argumentative essay, expository, persuasive, general, scientific, informative, personal, informal. Well, that's all. Well, we here just now we will talk about it. There will be only three types of essay that we supposed to read. That is, one is narrative, other is descriptive, and third one is argumentative. We will focus on all these three essays one by one. First of all, we will talk about descriptive, then narrative, and in the end, we'll talk about argumentative essay. For now, this is enough. In the next video, we'll talk about the how to write descriptive essays, and what will be the ingredients of writing essays, and what are the protocols of writing essays. Thank you very much. I hope so you will have listened to it carefully, and you have got the idea very clearly. Thank you very much. See you next time. Take care.